America's 2024 collapse. These states won't survive. Buckle up, buttercups, because we're diving into a topic so terrifying you'll be reaching for your emergency cheese crackers. We're talking about the potential collapse of 10 entire U.S. states. While the rest of us debate overpriced avocado toast, these 10 are teetering on the brink of chaos. From California's beaches to West Virginia's rustic towns, we're analyzing the economic woes, political dumpster fires, and natural disasters that could spell doom. California dreamin' or California screamin'? First up, the Golden State, home to Hollywood, Silicon Valley, and a whole lot of people who can somehow afford $12 lattes. But don't let the sunshine fool you. California is facing some seriously dark clouds. We're talking about an economy more volatile than a reality TV star's love life, fueled by a tech industry that's about as stable as a Jenga tower built by a caffeinated squirrel. And let's not forget the ever-present threat of natural disasters. Wildfires that could make Dante rethink the inferno? Check. Earthquakes that could rearrange the coastline like a toddler playing with Play-Doh? Double check. Add in a housing crisis that would make Marie Antoinette say, "Let them rent yachts," and you've got a recipe for disaster. New York state of mind. More like New York state of panic. Next up, the city that never sleeps, mostly because it's too busy worrying about making rent. New York, the concrete jungle where dreams are made of, well, mostly just dreams, because who can afford anything else? Sky-high rents, a cost of living that would make a Wall Street banker wince, and a subway system that's basically a metal tube of existential dread. And don't even get me started on the rats. New York, you're a vibrant, iconic city, but you're also one economic downturn away from becoming a real-life Gotham City. Illinois, land of Lincoln. And looming bankruptcy? Hold on to your deep dish pizzas, folks, because we're heading to the Midwest, and things are about to get real. Illinois, the state that gave us Oprah and, well, mostly just Oprah, is facing a financial crisis so dire it would make even the most optimistic accountant weep. We're talking about a budget deficit so large it could swallow the entire city of Chicago. And while the politicians in Springfield are busy playing a real-life game of whose fault is this anyway, the state is drowning in debt. Add in a declining population, crumbling infrastructure, and a pension crisis that would make even the most fiscally irresponsible teenager blush. Illinois, you're a state with a rich history and a bright future, if you can just get your financial act together. New Jersey, what exit leads to financial stability? New Jersey, the Garden State, home to Springsteen, Bon Jovi, and more toll booths than you can shake a fistful of singles at. But behind the turnpike lies a state grappling with serious economic anxieties. Taxes so high, they make even the most patriotic citizen consider renouncing their citizenship and moving anywhere else. New Jersey, you're a state with a lot to offer, if you can just figure out how to make yourself affordable. Pennsylvania, from Keystone State to breaking point? Next up, the Keystone State. Home to the Liberty Bell, Independence Hall, and a whole lot of people who are really passionate about their cheesesteaks. But beyond the historical landmarks and delicious sandwiches, Pennsylvania is facing some serious challenges. A declining manufacturing sector, a shrinking middle class, and an opioid epidemic that's ravaging communities across the state. Add in a crumbling infrastructure, a growing budget deficit, and a political climate that's more divided than a Thanksgiving dinner with your extended family. Pennsylvania, you're a state with a rich history and a proud heritage, but you're also facing some serious challenges that need to be addressed. Michigan, from Motor City to Ghost Town? Hold on to your coney dogs, folks, because we're heading to the Great Lakes state, and things are about to get, well, not so great. Michigan, the state that put America on wheels, is facing a crisis of epic proportions. A declining population, a shrinking manufacturing base, and a crumbling infrastructure that would make even the most intrepid adventurer think twice about driving a car. Add in a water crisis that would make Flint, Michigan, look like a tropical paradise. Michigan, you're a state with a proud history and a fighting spirit. But you're also facing some serious challenges that need to be addressed. Ohio. From Heart of It All to Heartbreak Hotel? Next up, the Buckeye State. Home to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cedar Point, and a whole lot of people who are really passionate about their football. But beyond the music, the amusement parks, and the pigskin, Ohio is facing some serious challenges. A declining manufacturing sector, a shrinking middle class, and an opioid epidemic that's ravaging communities across the state. And while the state government is trying to address these issues, it's like trying to put out a 5-alarm fire with a garden hose. Add in a crumbling infrastructure, a growing budget deficit, and a political climate that's more divided than a Thanksgiving dinner with your extended family. Ohio, you're a state with a rich history and a proud heritage, but you're also facing some serious challenges that need to be addressed. Next up, the Pelican State, home to Mardi Gras, Cajun food, and a whole lot of people who are really good at having a good time. But beyond the parades, the gumbo, and the laissez-faire attitude, Louisiana is facing some serious challenges. A coastline that's disappearing faster than a politician's promise, a hurricane season that's longer than a Taylor Swift concert, and an oil and gas industry that's about as stable as a house of cards in a hurricane. Add in a poverty rate that's higher than a Mardi Gras float. Louisiana, you're a state with a rich culture and a joie de vivre that's infectious. But you're also facing some serious challenges that need to be addressed. Hold on to your grits, folks, because we're heading to the Magnolia State, and things are about to get, well, not so pretty. Mississippi, the state that gave us Elvis and, well, mostly just Elvis, is facing a crisis of epic proportions. A poverty rate that's higher than a blues singer's voice, an education system that's stuck in the Stone Age, and a healthcare system that's about as accessible as a unicorn riding a Pegasus. Add in a history of racial injustice that continues to cast a long shadow. Mississippi, you're a state with a rich history and a resilient spirit. Last but not least, we head to the Mountain State, West Virginia, a place known for its stunning natural beauty, coal-powered history, and a certain fondness for, well, let's just say they like to keep things simple. But beneath those rolling hills and charming simplicity lies a state grappling with some of the toughest challenges in the nation. An economy overly reliant on a coal industry that's going the way of the dodo, a population dwindling faster than a jug of moonshine at a family reunion, and an opioid crisis that's hit harder here than a banjo solo at a bluegrass festival. The good people of West Virginia are tough, resourceful, and know how to stretch a dollar further than a fiddle string at a hoedown. West Virginia, you're a state with a big heart and a whole lot of potential, but you're facing an uphill battle that's steeper than Spruce Knob. So, there you have it. 10 states teetering on the edge, facing a cocktail of economic, social, and environmental challenges that could make even the most optimistic observer reach for the antacids. But hey, this isn't about wallowing in despair, this is about facing reality head-on. Because the first step to solving a problem is admitting you have one, right? So let's hear it. Which state do you think is in the most trouble? Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more hard-hitting analysis set to upbeat pop music. Because if we're all going down, we might as well go down dancing, right?